Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and on this channel I speak about perfumes. So if this is something that you're into, then please subscribe. And today I would like to speak about the best vanilla perfumes that I've tried. Of course I haven't tried all the perfumes in the world, so I cannot guarantee that these are the best. But these are the best from all the ones I've tried, and they are the best in my opinion. And also I want to mention that there are lots of perfumes with vanilla note in them, but it does not mean that they are vanilla perfumes. Like, it can be like a supporting note, it can just be thrown into perfume to make it like more smooth, more sweet, but it's not necessarily a vanilla perfume if there is a vanilla note. And so today I'm going to talk about the perfumes that are focused on vanilla and that have vanilla note as a dominant note. So the perfumes I'm going to talk about today are going to smell primarily like vanilla. So let's get started. And of course I would like to start with Guerlain. I think Guerlain is the brand that does vanillas the best, maybe amongst one of the best, but I think that Guerlain's vanillas are the most sophisticated, refined, and nice smelling vanillas I've ever tried in perfumery. So that's why I'm starting with Spiritueuse Vanille by Guerlain, of course. So this is the most delicious, beautiful type of vanilla I've tried. It smells like vanilla, amber. It smells a little bit like powdery, a little bit ambery, a bit dusty. It's almost like you're walking into like a antique vintage shop and there's like a smell of dry wood and a slight like incensey smell, and there's vanilla, and it's very beautiful. There is also, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit of florals, and it's kind of light and airy, but at the same time it's sweet and strong. So I feel like this vanilla is for the lovers of vanillas. I think it's very mass appealing scent, and I think you can't really go wrong with it. So I haven't really read any negative reviews about this scent. I don't think it's very polarizing. I think that it's just very nice smelling vanilla scent, and I really love it. And so if somebody would tell me to keep just one vanilla perfume in my collection, then it would be Spiritueuse Vanille, because I feel like this vanilla perfume is good for any occasion. It can be elevated, it can be dressed up or down, and it's just so versatile and so classy that I think if you want to have just one vanilla in your collection, then let it be Spiritueuse Vanille. And the next one is also by Guerlain, and it's no surprise, it's Angelique Noire. So Angelique Noire takes vanilla into a little bit different type of direction. So this is like a green type of vanilla. And in the opening, I smell a lot of Angelica and a slight hint of pear. So I don't really know how to describe the note of Angelica. You kind of have to try it to understand what it smells like. But I'll try to describe it for you guys. And to me, it smells herbal. It smells green. It smells kind of like freshly cut grass, but without the overly like grassy smell. Like if you could make a freshly cut grass smell better, smell kind of more gentle and more soft, that's what it smells like to me. So it's very like green, and you are gonna smell mostly Angelica in the opening, like it's very green. But as the fragrance dries down, the magic happens, and then the green type of vanilla comes out, and it becomes the most like smooth, creamy combination of Angelica and vanilla. So this vanilla, I feel like is good year round. It's appropriate for summer and spring. Of course, maybe not like in the hottest days of year, but it's pretty appropriate in the heat. But to me, I prefer it like during the cold weather because it just meshes nicely with the crisp, fresh air. And I love how the green note kind of interacts with the colder weather. So I really love this perfume, and I think if you love like green type of perfumes, and you will like this. Like if you like Eau Duel by Diptyque, if you like Baby Cat, if you like The World According to Arthur, these all are kind of like in the same vein. Of course they're not the same, they're very different from each other, but they are kind of have this kind of green type of vanilla in them, and that's the thing that kind of ties them all together. So I highly suggest trying Angelique Noire if you're looking for something not typical, if you're looking for a vanilla that's not typical, and if you're a fan of more green and fresh type of scents, but you still want your fragrance to be sweet and vanillic. And the next perfume I want to talk about is one of my favorites also, and it's Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. So this one is arguably the least vanillic out of all of them. Like vanilla is mostly in the background here, but it's still prominent enough that I wanted to include it in this video. Plus it's such a gorgeous perfume for this time of year, so I really wanted to mention it for you guys. And to me, this fragrance smells most like some kind of spices, dry fruits, cloves, vanilla, and tobacco. Like it's a very, very delicious combination for colder weather. I think this perfume is very warming, you know, like you're sipping on a hot drink and it makes you warm from the inside. That's the feeling I get from smelling this perfume. So it's kind of comforting and warm and sweet, you know, but it still has like the edge about it. It's still not typical, it's not glowing, it's not overly sweet, it's not, you know, like very typically sweet type of perfume. This is different and I really love it, and I think it's perfect for fall and for the winter. I really love it, and I've been waiting for the cold weather because like New York, I feel like New York weather has gone insane. Today is like 25 Celsius outside, at 25 Celsius, and it's November, so we haven't really gotten really cold weather yet, so I haven't gotten a lot of wear out of my cold weather scents, and so this fragrance is waiting its time. And the next perfume is Absolute Aphrodisiac by Initio. And I really love this perfume because it's also like predominantly a vanilla perfume, but it has something different about it. It's not very typical, it's not very mainstream. So to me, this fragrance smells like vanilla, leather, musk, and amber. So there is like something animalic about it, something like musky, you know, and it has this like animalic note that might not be for everybody, but I think it adds this perfume a very unique note and very unique quality. It doesn't smell like very like soft and typical vanilla scent. It has this kind of like evening night type of quality about it. Like it's good for daytime if you're somewhere like outside and you're letting this fragrance breathe, but if you're somewhere inside, I think this perfume is best suited for like cold time of the year, and you have to kind of wear it like in the evening and at night for it to be the most appropriate. And I think there is also like a note of castoreum, and that's the animalic note here that makes it smell like that. Some people might say that it smells funky to them, it has like the weird smell to some people, but I think it's beautiful, and if you kind of try it for a couple times, I feel like you get used to it and it becomes like part of the perfume and you start enjoying it more and more. So I highly suggest giving Absolute Aphrodisiac a chance. And the next perfume is Black Tie by Celine, and this perfume is for those who love iris in perfumes. Like I feel like if you don't like iris, if you hate iris, then you're probably not going to be a fan of this perfume, and the opposite is also true. If you love iris and if you love vanilla, you're gonna at least enjoy this fragrance. So to me, this perfume smells predominantly, like I've said, of iris and vanilla, and somewhere in the background there's musk and moss, but it's mostly in the background and it stays quiet. So it's very discreet, very elegant and refined perfume. It's not loud fragrance, it's not a screaming fragrance, it's not gonna, you know, kind of announce itself as you enter the room. It's going to definitely stay closer to the skin, and mostly people like that are really close to you are gonna be able to smell you, but you know, it's not gonna be projecting, it's not gonna be for everybody, it's just gonna be for you and for people who are really close to you. These are the people that are gonna be able to smell it. I think that the black tie is suitable for occasions when you want to just smell nice and make nice like impression, maybe first impression, and you don't want to offend anybody, but you want your smell to still be pleasant and nice. And I think black tie is good for occasions like that, perfect for the office, perfect for some kind of professional meetings. So it's perfect for occasions like that, and I think it's one of the best vanilla and iris combinations. Now we're getting into more sweet vanilla territory, something that's very much more vanilla forward, just almost only vanilla and more kind of sweet than the rest of the fragrances that I have discussed. And the first scent out of this is Tihota by Indult. So to me, this is very nice vanilla scent mixed with musk. It's just vanilla and musk, very simple. Kind of smells like vanilla extract in a bottle. It kind of also slightly smells like burnt sugar. I'm not sure if there's burnt sugar in there, but it smells very delicate and soft and fluffy and airy. It's almost like a cloud of vanilla that envelops you and makes you smell very nice and comforting and sweet. So I feel like if you love like straightforward vanillas, if you love like vanillas that are on a sweeter side, I feel like the vanillas that I have discussed before, they're all like moderately sweet, they're not super sweet. This one gets into like sweet territory for sure. It's pretty sweet. Even now I'm just smelling it out of the blotter, and it's just really sweet. So you have to like your sweeter vanillas and kind of like a little bit of a burnt sugar accord. And if you love how that sounds, I feel like it's safe to say you're gonna like Tihota by Indult. And last but not least is Madera. And this one is the sweetest out of all the scents that I have discussed. It's sweeter than Tihota. And Madera smells mostly like vanilla, coconut, and caramel to me. There is very prominent note of coconut, but it's not sun creamy coconut, it's not a summery type of coconut, it's very much dessert type of coconut. If you've ever tried those coconut little desserts, you know they're, I don't exactly know what they're called, but I'm gonna try to find the picture and put it in the video so you guys can see. I think that most of you have tried that, and that's kind of the dessert that this perfume reminds me of. It's sweet, coconutty, caramelly, and vanillic. So if you love like sweet vanillas mixed with caramel and that are kind of gourmand, then I think you're gonna love Madera, because it's definitely gourmand, but you know it's kind of like a gourmand that kind of doesn't go crazy. It's not super strong, it's not super sweet. While it's sweet for sure, it's not like too sweet, because some gourmands, they tend to be like crazy sweet. This is not like that. It still retains the kind of perfume quality about it, but nonetheless it's still a gourmand. So if like combination of vanilla, caramel, coconut, and a little bit of sugar sounds good to you, then I think you're gonna love Madera. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. I really hope that you were able to discover some new scents for yourself, and I really hope that my reviews were helpful. And if you did like my video, then please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!